You've reached the voicemail box of Lieutenant Jared Kinsman with Fort Collins Police Professional Standards Unit. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk. If you please leave me a message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Lieutenant Kinsman, it's me, William Montgomery, 970-825-4421, 970-412-5463. I haven't heard from you in a while, just kind of curious where you happen to be. If you kind of did say that you would look over some of my cases, but then I did give you a voicemail specifically alleging 3 instances: Occupy Jefferson, the attempted influence charge, and the fence issue, all containing verifiable lies. And like I said, I need to be able to take a lie detector test according to your policies of what I had said that night, because what Chernak is claiming in his police report is false, and you're not allowed to, own somebody else's words like that. But yeah, it was basically obviously a little cover up there if you actually look at the paperwork. But nevertheless, I just wanted to touch base with you, see if you got those voicemails, if you could just simply acknowledge that to me. That's all I really need these days. I wasn't able to get an acknowledgement out of the previous internal affairs people, so that I could have a timestamp, to go from there. So, but in a nutshell, I'm just going to throw this out there. This is the best way I can possibly simplify it. Eric Holsapple, Loveland Commercial Real Estate LLC, stole public land, stole the city's property. He stole it from you guys. He stole it from himself. I mean, he stole it from me. He stole it from everybody. And so, if you want to stick up for that and let somebody steal land from you, that's your guys' right. But you sort of forfeit that land, and so you're sort of acting out his trespassing. So he took land, and you guys ratified that land. And so if you want to reclaim it, you got to throw your own cops under the bus, because I think having arguable probable cause for a 2384 is mutually exclusive from having arguable probable cause for private property trespassing. And obviously, since I showed that email before I was arrested, what evidence I had to offer versus whatever evidence they had for private property would, I think, lead a reasonably prudent man to not have the suspicion for probable cause, at least for private property. He might have been able to say something like, I can't believe you with that permit. We're going to have to check that permit tomorrow, but this is public land that for now is closed off. He could do that. He could have done that, but he went down private property. And so I got that email in before I was physically arrested, and that's the point at which I've figured out in case law is when the actual seizure happened. There's case law out there real quick, by the way. If the cops don't physically put on the authority and the person doesn't concede that in this one case it was a standoff in a house, that once the cops shot the guy, that's when the seizure actually happened. And so I was talking to Bob Percifield, basically the DA here that's handling this case. He tried to say that I was seized when I was told I was under arrest, which, by the way, I wasn't even told I was under arrest when I initially jumped the fence. I was just told to provide ID when I jumped the fence, and then only once I didn't provide ID, then I was told I was under arrest. So neither refusing to show ID or when I was asked to, and being told I was under arrest and then not following through, none of those count as seizures in any reasonable meaning of the sense. And so when I was finally seized at the very end, they had what would be my evidence and their conjecture. And I don't think any reasonably prudent officer is going to be able to claim that they still have arguable probable cause in there. If you guys have something to go off of, some shred of a scintilla of evidence is the word I see online in case law, that's private property. If you guys just had like a map or a plat or a definition or something more than just a hunch, an inchoate hunch, then you might have something to work with. Otherwise, that's why I jumped the fence. So just food for thought, all that food for thought, whatever. Ultimately, I just wanted maybe a voicemail back to say, hey, I got that voicemail that you were talking about those 3 cases, just so that I can have a timestamp that you got it, because I don't really know if you get these voicemails, and you guys are busy, so I'm not going to try and keep getting a hold of you live or anything like that. So, but thanks for talking. Thanks for listening. If you're there,
I'm always here too.
Yeah, Dave's always here too. He was a witness.
Everything.
He gave that email over. And his witness statement never made it into the police report either. So he actually needs to go down and get a witness statement for that ultimately. Possibly a lie detector test too, because he was a witness to the whole event. So.
You are approaching the maximum length for a recording.
Love you.
Finish your recording after the tone.
In any event, the situation is not going to go away. You guys still have to have something to provide the courts for your probable cause, not just for the conviction, for your probable cause. And I don't know what you guys are going to put for private property. So that's the premises of another element. That's
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent.